Hey, this is Kendra with Signing Agent Basics, and in this video interview, we're going to learn all about Notary Cafe. One of the biggest challenges for new signing agents is promoting their signing agent services and getting business. One of the ways to do this is by using notary databases, notary platforms, and connecting with signing services. And look, guys, if you don't know what any of those terms mean or what the difference is, make sure that you check out my notary databases, signing platforms, and signing companies video. I got a link for you up at the top of the screen. In that video, I told you that Notary Cafe is one of my all-time favorite notary databases. And a lot of you guys had questions about Notary Cafe and how it can be used to help you grow your notary signing agent business. Well, look, Mike from Notary Cafe agreed to join us, and he's going to answer all of the top questions that I've received. But before I get into the video, new signing agents, have you been curious about Notary Cafe? Have you wondered how it works and if it's worth paying for the pro membership? Veteran signing agents, are you currently a Notary Cafe member? How has Notary Cafe worked out for you? What do you like and what do you dislike about Notary Cafe? Go down into the comments section right now and let me know. And look, no matter what, guys, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. All right, so I have got Mike with Notary Cafe with me here today. Mike, I am super duper excited to have you with me. I love Notary Cafe. Notary Cafe has been probably one of my favorite websites to promote my notary business and my signing agent business on. But I know that there's always a lot of questions and curiosity about how Notary Cafe works. So thank you so much for joining me today and being willing to give this information to all of the viewers.
Kendra, it's great to meet you. Glad you enjoy Notary Cafe. We're here to try to connect you with as many people that need your services as possible, and glad to see your videos out there. I know a lot of people comment that they follow you and get some good tips from you, so It's great to be here.
Perfect. So let's start off by, first of all, explaining to people exactly what Notary Cafe is. I know some people may think that they know or they have some idea, but can you explain to all of us exactly what Notary Cafe is? This is just a place for notaries to go and sip coffee together?
You're welcome to do that. You know, we have a good community together and people do get together. But honestly, Notary Cafe is a directory of notaries. We have a network of signing services that can contact us, get into our database, and find a notary that fits the needs for a specific signing. We're simply a directory to allow you to present the skills and qualifications you have and match up with a signing service that can hopefully give you a job.
Awesome. So that's what Notary Cafe is, but what do you do at Notary Cafe? What's your title? How do you help run things at Notary Cafe?
Sure. So I do manage most of the customer support. We have another support person, Caitlin, with us, but her and I manage all of the customer emails, phone calls, you know, any sort of customer support. I also do some database work in the background, you know, more technical things. But honestly, at Notary Cafe, if you're going to need help with anything, have a question, you'll either talk to myself or Caitlin, and we're going to get you any answer we can.
So there's actually live, real people. If I've got a question that I can contact at Notary Cafe, is that what you're telling me?
Absolutely. You know, we're an online company. We try to get through as many of our emails as we can, but we're always willing to get on the phone and talk to you if you have a special need or a question.
Awesome. So then you told me about Notary Cafe. You told me what you do at Notary Cafe. How long has Notary Cafe been around? And before you answer, I want to tell folks, as I said from the beginning, Notary Cafe is one of my favorite websites to use to promote my notary business. I've been a signing agent for 14 years, and I have been on Notary Cafe. I feel like I've been on Notary Cafe for most of that time. So I don't know how long Notary Cafe has been around, but I feel like it's in the teens somewhere, if not longer. So what's the real answer to that question?
The answer to that is Notary Cafe has been around since 2007.
Perfect.
As a company, we have our signing service side of the business, which has actually been around for a few more years than that. We started out just directly dealing with signing services. As that business side grew, we saw the need for a separate notaries website. So we created Notary Cafe in 2007.
Awesome. So that's actually really funny. So I didn't even know that. That's the year that I became a signing agent. So I probably signed up for Notary Cafe when Notary Cafe was just coming around as well. So that's pretty cool. We have the same birthday, me and Notary Cafe. That's awesome.
We love to have users like you that have been around forever. So it's good to see.
It has definitely been a great help and a great value for me. And I want to say another thing, I am 99.9% sure that I got my very first signing that, wasn't a referral from a friend or something like that. But I believe I got my very first signing through my Notary Cafe membership. So again, being a member of Notary Cafe has helped my business from the very beginning, and I've stayed a member to this day. So thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Awesome to hear. That's exactly the kind of feedback we like to hear.
So for people who don't know, do you have to sign up to be a member of Notary Cafe?
You do. You can access the website. You can look around, but in order to create a profile or interact, you will have to create a profile with us. It just helps us keep track of all the information we have, for you or a signing service.
So is the membership free, or is there a cost for the membership?
Yeah, we have both. We have free memberships, which allow signing services to still contact you and assign you to a job. Our pro memberships do cost. We have a monthly and a yearly fee, depending on how you want to do it. And they just allow you to get more exposure. You can be included in more searches, add more zip codes, and download your documents directly from Notary Cafe. Give you a few more benefits, but you're whether free or paid, you're going to be in our notary database, so you can be contacted for an assignment.
So just to make sure I understand, so I can sign up on Notary Cafe and not spend a single penny, and people will be able to find me on Notary Cafe. Is that correct?
That is true.
Awesome. But if I want even more exposure, if I want even more people to find me, if I want to expand my business even more, then I can pay for an upgraded pro membership.
Yes, the upgraded pro memberships just allow you more exposure, like you said. You can add zip codes to your profile to expand that radius that you're searched in. And then also you just get more benefits.
So how much is the pro membership? If I decide I want to upgrade, how much is that?
So we have a monthly program that's $5 a month. Or if you want to save a little money, if you're going to be in it for the full year, we have a yearly membership that's $36. So it saves you quite a bit of money if you go for the full year.
So just $36, right? That's it.
$36. There's no other added cost after that. Every other fee is paid for. It's $36, plain and simple.
That's awesome. And so for people who may not be a signing agent, who may not know, in general, you can make about $100 for one signing. So one signing that I get through Notary Cafe will well over and above pay me back for my Notary Cafe membership. So
that's the goal.
Definitely.
We want to help you make money too, so you stay a member. So awesome. We try to keep it as a reasonable price as we can.
Perfect. Sounds like a great value to me. So signing services, because I know a lot of people who watch me obviously are signing agents. Signing services, are they connected to Notary Cafe? How do signing services use Notary Cafe to find signing agents?
So we have a network of partner signing services. We have contracts with them, and we allow them direct access to our database. It allows them to search for a specific person, a zip code, or a city.
Gotcha.
Those are partners that we have exclusive contracts with. They get extra access. Although pro members, our pro member notaries, can be included in our public search. And we have also title companies and signing services that aren't part of our network that can search our website too and locate you. Again, another added benefit of the pro membership is not just our network of signing services can reach you, but other companies can as well.
Okay, gotcha. So, and I'm sure the number changes all the time, but guesstimate or approximate how many signing services are currently connected to Notary Cafe?
Sure. Like you said, it does vary. Between 20 and 50 companies are in our network at any given time.
Awesome. Perfect. So once I've got my profile on Notary Cafe, obviously it's my responsibility to go in and to complete my profile. And once I complete my profile, there's going to be some numbers that come up. And I know I initially had some questions about those numbers, and I'm sure some of the other people who are Notary Cafe members may have some questions about those numbers. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up my Notary Cafe profile to show people. And if you can kind of help us decipher some of this information that we see on the Notary Cafe profile page. So give me 1 second. Let me find it myself. And so basically, this is though what somebody would do if they were searching for a notary, because this is the home page, right?
That's correct.
And they could just put in a zip code or an address for whatever area they were looking for a notary or a signing agent. So correct. I've put in my zip code, which is 78259. Hopefully that will pull me up here. Make sure I exist. Boom, here I am right here.
There you are.
So before we go in and look at my profile, we got some stuff over here. What does this stuff mean?
Sure. So there's a couple bits of information there. That little green silhouetted profile, it's green. We use green to say, go ahead. That person, anything that shows that green silhouette, that person's updated their profile recently. It'll change colors. If somebody goes 6 months without changing it, it'll change to a yellow or a red. Just showing some activity on your profile lets us know that you're active and you're going to come in and monitor your profile.
Gotcha.
Underneath that has a completion percentage. How many of the fields of your profile have you filled out?
Gotcha.
Pretty simple there. Mm-hmm. Over there, you've got that little star number shows how many signing services have looked at your profile and pre-approved you for their personal list, which is kind of like a bookmark to your profile. So the more number you have there, great. You're going to show up first in the signing service search.
Perfect.
You're a popular person there. You got 31 signing services.
Awesome.
Right next to that, there's a little tie button. Oh, is that that's the C for certification.
Okay.
If you're a certified signing agent, if you've taken the NNA's certification course, in your capabilities section on your main profile, you have a selection called CSA for certified signing agent. If you select that, then the certification button will pop up.
Perfect.
And then to the right of that, there's a little tie. It asks if you're a lawyer. Some states you can only notarize if you're an actual attorney.
Gotcha.
Doesn't apply to everybody, but we just put the option there if you mark it.
Gotcha.
And then directly below that is the number of signings in our network that you've completed over 3 months and 12 months.
Gotcha. And just to let folks know, it's not that I don't get requests from Notary Cafe. I have kind of switched over to doing direct signings for a couple of local title companies. So these zeros don't mean the Notary Cafe has not connected me to people. It just means I have told them no. So don't think the Notary Cafe doesn't work, guys. So
you're an independent contractor. You make those choices of who you work with. That's
exactly
part of the benefit.
Exactly. So I am going to kind of peek in and we'll take a look at my profile because we talked about, the profile being 100% complete. You talked about the signing agent certification. So we'll kind of take a look in here. And if you can kind of walk us through some of the different things that you see and also some of the most common fields that you see missed, because I know one of the things I see a lot of people saying is that they feel like they've completed everything in their profile, but it still doesn't show 100%. So maybe if you can give some insight on why their profile may not be filled out 100%.
Absolutely. So, the biggest thing about your profile completion number is your introduction section of your profile. It allows you to showcase those skills that you have that are going to make you the good choice for a signing. If you fill out your introduction, that completion percentage is going to increase. Okay. All the other fields do play into that as well. You have pricing information. It does help to let people know what your baseline fees are. Every single section contributes to the profile completion, but it's weighted heavily with the introduction. So gotcha. if you're stuck at that 84%, try adding just a little bit more to your introduction and you're going to bump that number up.
Okay. So I had no clue about that. So basically, if you've got a really, really short introduction, a sentence or two, even if you've got everything else filled out, your profile percentage may not show as 100%. Is that correct?
That's correct. That's correct. And just so you know, that is an arbitrary number. It is something there. It doesn't affect your listing position. It doesn't affect people contacting you. It's just, it's a number to show you might have a little bit more information to share. Gotcha. If what you show in your introduction completes what you feel you want to present, you're perfectly fine. Okay. But we all like to see 100%. Just add a little bit to your introduction and you're good to go.
Awesome. Thank you. Again, that's something I did not know. And I've had people ask me that question before, and I'm like, I don't know. So thank you so much for sharing that. And then there is a place for you to add your social media links. I do have like my LinkedIn profile included on here. I don't know if a lot of people are aware of that. I think that that's a very, very cool feature if you have a notary public or signing agent social media that you want to attach. And then this middle section right here. So this is where individuals or companies can contact me directly through the Notary Cafe profile. Is that correct?
That's correct. So it'll default to sending you an email, and you'll get an email saying that this is a message from Notary Cafe.
Perfect.
You can have it texted to you as well. And in your profile, you have to have texting selected on your phone number. And if you do that, the person can also text you instead of emailing.
Perfect. So this is great. People can go right into my profile. They don't even have to write my phone number down. They can send me a text message right from here.
That's correct.
Love it. That is awesome. And then let's see, there was the section on certifications. Did I miss it?
That's down in the capabilities section toward the bottom.
Here we go. Right here. So this is what people need to check to show that they are a certified signing agent, to get that little symbol that we pointed out on the page before, correct?
Correct. That's correct.
Perfect. Awesome. So guys, just make sure that you go through, complete everything as much as possible, because this is kind of your resume. This is how you are introducing yourself to people and companies. And so you want to have as much information for them as possible in your profile. Awesome.
I agree. Saying that it's a resume, I often introduce it that way. They don't know you from anybody else, so the more professional approach you can present, you're going to have good results.
Awesome. I'm going to stop the screen share here for just a sec. So as we saw in my profile, we've got that professional introduction section. Now, I know this isn't your job, your area of expertise per se, but are there any tips or hints or suggestions that you can give people on what to put in that section? Because I know a lot of people are new notaries public, they're new signing agents, and that their mind just kind of goes blank when they get to that section, like, oh my gosh, what do I need to put in here?
It's a great question. First, I want to say, present yourself as yourself. Let your personality show through a little bit, because they're going to want to know how you're going to be presenting yourself at a signing. Perfect. This is your way to distinguish yourself from everybody else. Like you said, there's new notaries, but you can still, if you have experience in the industry, include that. It's great. You may not have notarizations under your belt, but if you know the documents, if you know the settings, it's going to help you in the whole package. Gotcha. Experienced people often like to put down the number of signings they've completed or how long they've been in the industry. New people, show your training, show what you've done to put your best foot forward.
So those were great suggestions on your profile introduction. Do you have any suggestions on the profile photo? Maybe some things to do and maybe some things not to do.
So the biggest thing is it is optional, but from my personal experience, if you add a photo, you're more than likely to have your profile viewed. We just like to see who we're interacting with. Mm-hmm. If you have a professional looking profile photo, it's going to present that you are ready to take a signing. Try not to be too distracting with it. Just give yourself a professional background and you should be set.
So no bathroom selfies. Is that what you're telling me?
If that's what you want to put forward, you're welcome to, but you're more likely to get better interaction if you have just a little more professional looking photo.
Gotcha. So I did see the section down there for pricing. Do you have any tips or suggestions on pricing? I know some people are like, should I put pricing in? Should I leave pricing blank? Any suggestions that you would like to give on that?
Suggestions for the pricing information. You want to make sure all of your costs are covered. I can't tell you what the perfect price is because each state can vary. Your roles and responsibilities vary, so your pricing may vary. You want to make sure that you're incorporating your travel time, your equipment, your vehicle maintenance costs. All of that needs to factor in to keep your business thriving. What you want to charge or what is the market charges, it's up to you.
Awesome. And guys, for those of you, especially new people who may be starting out and you're going, I don't even have a clue of what my costs are or how to figure that out, I actually have a video for you guys on YouTube talking about how to determine costs and profit. I'm going to put a link to that video for you guys up at the top of the screen. It will really help you out if you're new to figure out what your costs are going to be, because as a new signing agent, you may not even know all of the things that you're going to end up having to purchase and use to do a signing. So definitely check that video out. It'll help to give you a great starting point on your costs and profit. So another question, and we may go back to the Notary Cafe website to take a look at this. How are the notaries listed in a search? So if somebody comes in, list or tries to do a search for a notary public or a signing agent, and that list comes up, how is that ordered? Is there rankings? Is there some secret algorithm that I need to know to get higher up on that? And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to the Notary Cafe website. We're going to pull that back up here. I'm going to go to the home page. All right, so we're going to put in a search. So just like a regular person would, then boom, it's going to come up. We're going to have this list of signing agents. How did this order come up?
So this is the order that the notaries are shown in this search results. It's based on the zip codes you have in your profile. Pro members, which are all shown here, they have the ability to add 4 additional zip codes beyond their billing address. Each slot that you put a zip code in is weighted, it has a number, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So people with the zip code in the first slot will be shown above the people with the same zip code in a later slot.
Okay.
So you can always mix and match your zip codes to find the mix that works for you.
Gotcha.
Look at the area that you're working in, see where the market activity is, and adjust your zip codes to where you see more activity, and you're going to be included in more searches.
Super. And then you stated that pro members get listed first. Is that correct?
Correct. Now, a signing service in our network would also see basic memberships in this list. However, companies outside of our network and just the general public only see our pro members on this page.
So another benefit of being a pro member is that you're going to show up to the general public, because only the pro members show up to the general public if they do a search. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And you'll show up at the top of the signing service search. Is that correct?
You'll show up at the top of the signing service search if you're in their preferred list.
Okay.
And then the list is ordered by the zip code slot position and then alphabetized. We don't have an algorithm that allows you to be listed above somebody else. It is completely fair to everybody. We don't have special ways to list you higher. You are in the system along with everybody else, and there's a defined set of rules, and that's how you're listed.
Awesome. But it obviously does benefit a signing agent to get listed on that preferred list or favorite list by signing companies. Yes?
It does. And that takes extra registration with the signing service. Okay. So while you're registered with us, everybody can see your profile. If you want to take an extra step and register with one of our network signing service partners, then that allows them to review your credentials and pre-approve you for that next signing. And that's when you'll be listed at the very top of their search results.
Gotcha. So how would I register with one of those signing services?
You would go to their website and they will have a register here as a notary. And then you would click that button and it'll ask if you're a member of Notary Cafe, and you enter your Notary Cafe login credentials there, and then you would submit their registration.
Perfect. So that's why when some people sign up for signing services, they see what looks like the Notary Cafe login. Is that correct?
That's correct. And that's how you know that they're a member of our network.
Perfect. But even though we see that, we still want to go ahead, go in, sign up for them through that login, because that will help to add us to their preferred list. Which will
It
help to put
gets
us
you.
at the top of the listings, right?
It does. It lets you introduce yourself to them too, so they're ready and they know that you're available.
So I know another question that people often have, or a frustration that they may even say, is, hey, I'm signed up through Notary Cafe, but I don't think anybody's sending me any business. How would a notary public or a signing agent know, or is there a way to know if companies or the public has viewed their profile, if they've sent them any emails, if they've sent them any text messages? How do I know that Notary Cafe is working for me?
So to see the number of times your profile has showed up in a search and how many people have viewed your profile, you'd go into the account settings page.
Okay, so that is there.
Perfect.
Awesome.
So again, it shows you here how many times profile views, how many people have clicked on your profile and viewed it. Next to that, the search result views, how many times you've been showed in the Find a Notary page searches. Gotcha. It also shows you how many emails and text messages you've received directly from your Notary Cafe profile page.
So is this lifetime? Is this in the last 12 months, 3 months?
This is the lifetime of your account.
Gotcha. Okay. So this is interesting. So I had no clue. So people find me, but they did not click on to send me a text or an email very often through my through my Notary Cafe profile. See, I've been a Notary Cafe member for forever, guys, and I did not even know this was here. Don't tell me.
Correct. And I'll bet you probably received an email or text from people that didn't send it directly from your page, and those stats wouldn't be on here. This is only for messages sent directly from the website.
So what I also then, and just to kind of reiterate that, guys, I don't want you to get frustrated if you see this page and go, I've only gotten 4 text messages, or I've only gotten 4 email inquiries. Trust me, I've, been a Notary Cafe member for 14 years. I can promise you I've gotten tons of business through Notary Cafe that doesn't necessarily get reflected right here, but that just means that the companies did not use that option in my profile. They still contacted me. They saw my phone number. They saw my email address. They still contacted me. I still got business. So just because you might see a low number here does not mean that Notary Cafe is not working for you. So I think we've kind of covered it a little bit, but I just want to clarify, is Notary Cafe only for signing agents? Or, can Notary Cafe be used for any notary public? Can you use it for online notarization? Like, who is Notary Cafe for?
Notary Cafe is for everybody. We have general notaries that do not do loan signings. They will only do general notary work. We have loan signing agents, and then we as recent history has shown, there's an increased need for remote online notarizations, and we have users that do that too. Everybody's welcome, and we have places for everyone.
Perfect. So for remote online notarization, and I don't remember, is there a spot in my profile for me to notify or signify that I am an online notary?
Great question. Right now, we recommend you adding that information to the introduction section of your profile. We are in the process of always updating the website, and we're going to add the ability to say, yes, I'm a RON certified notary. But currently right now, until we get that in place, we recommend adding it to the introduction.
Another question, people are always asking, they might say, I've already signed up on this database, or I've signed up on this platform. How is Notary Cafe different than other places that a notary public might sign up on? If I'm a notary public, should I just sign up at one database, or what would you suggest?
This is your business. You have to advertise in any way that you can. Of course, we want you to advertise with us, but we know that there are other companies out there. Mm-hmm. You need to look at each one, and if they seem like a good fit for you, I suggest you sign up with them. There's no reason not to get as much exposure as you can.
Perfect. And guys, look, especially I tell my students in my Signing Agent Advanced training program, your job when you're new and you're trying to get your name out there is to market in every single way that you can. You want to add as many tools to your tool belt as possible. So I would sign up with as many folks as you can, and Notary Cafe should definitely be one of those tools that you have in your tool belt. Again, if your budget doesn't allow for the pro membership, do the free membership. Free is just that, free. free. It doesn't cost you anything. So why wouldn't you sign up if it's free? If you do have it in the budget for the pro membership, which is only $36 a year, seriously, guys, that's nothing. You spend more on coffee at Starbucks, I know you do, than $36 a year. So why not invest that $36 in your business with a Notary Cafe Pro profile? But one of the things that I love about Notary Cafe is the forums. Can you tell us about the forums? Well, Mike, I did have some questions from some of my Facebook followers and Instagram followers. And if you don't mind, I'd love to go through some of those with you and see if we can get some answers for them. Is that all right? Okay, so our first question is from NGC Notary 2021, and this was on Instagram. And their question was, how long does it take to get noticed and receive work? I've been signed up with Notary Cafe for 4 months, and even though I pay extra, I'm still waiting to get my first job off this platform. What can I do to be noticed for jobs? And that's from Turquoise Panther on Instagram. So, signing agents, was this video helpful? Do you now have a better understanding about Notary Cafe and how it can help you to grow your notary signing agent business? If so, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button right now. Also, if you find my videos helpful and you want to learn how I can help to train you to be a more productive and profitable signing agent, go down into the description box for more information about my Signing Agent Advanced Training Program and my remote online notarization quick start training program, or you can just click on the link up at the top of the screen. And if you're not already following me on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and TikTok, make sure that you do that today. Links to all of my socials are also down in the description box. No matter what, make sure that you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and then hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. This is Kendra with Signing Agent Basics, hoping that you have a productive and profitable day.